Welcome, Annette, star of this year's See the Hidden Me campaign. Thank you so much for helping us with the campaign video. First of all, would you share with me your story of how you suffered your brain injury?
My daughter and I were supposed to meet to go to the dentist together. We always went to the dentist together. And I didn't turn up. And she felt something was wrong because she said that I always kept every appointment. And any time I had an eye problem, because I had severe eye problems, I would go to eye casualty. So she went there to see if I was there, and I wasn't. She decided to go to my house, and they found me on the floor of my bedroom with some of my bedding covering me, like I must have been cold, and pulled some bedding across me.
And it was discovered that you had a brain aneurysm, and they thought actually that you'd had that 3 days before they found you.
Yes, that they reckon I was comatose for at least 3 days.
So what was the impact on you of that brain aneurysm?
They were feeding me with a drip. To get me out of bed, they used to put me in a sling, wheel me up in the air, and wheel it to the side of the bed. So as I made progress from being fed through a tube in my body, then one of them would feed me with a teaspoon like you feed a baby for quite a while. And there was a dietitian, an American woman. She also talked to me to help me to speak. So we would look at a passage, I would read it and we'd discuss it, and all that was to help me articulate. I was slowly getting better, but I wasn't aware of how ill I was. Nobody ever told me I was close to dying. It's my daughter who told me.
What aspects of your brain injury now being a hidden disability would you like people to better understand?
To have patience with me, because I was slow before I became ill. And I'm even slower now. And my thinking processes have slowed down. But then when I say that to people who are well adjusted, they've never had a brain injury, they say, oh, the same thing happened to me. And I tease those I'm close to and said, oh, really? When was your brain operation? And we laugh about it. So I'm aware of that lack of memory. You would be talking to me, and while you are speaking to me, I would be thinking, oh, I must tell Hannah this when she finishes her sentence. And by the time you finish your sentence, I have forgotten what I wanted to say. I remember I wanted to say something, but I can't remember what it was. And that still happens.
How does that make you feel?
Frustrated. And then we would wave each other goodbye. And 20 minutes or a day later, I would suddenly remember what I wanted to say to you. And it will all come back fully. Again, that frustrates me because my brain is like a start and stop thing, like a car that breaks down for a few minutes but takes longer to get back together. And by the time it gets back together, you and I, or whoever it is, are no longer engaged. We've moved on with life. Or you've moved on with life. And suddenly my brain re-engages and I remember what I wanted to say, but it's too late.